Ukrainian kamikaze drone and opened fire on it with automatic weapons. Their efforts were in vain. The drone hit the car. After the explosion, the vehicle catches fire, and the soldiers start to panic. They retreat because there were many grenades and other equipment in the vehicle. These Russian soldiers didn't even have time to start panicking. Intelligence discovered the location of the Russian military. The drone flies in through a broken window of the building. The explosion is so powerful that it simply blows off the roof of the building and its wall collapses. This drone was equipped with a shaped charge projectile. They attached such a projectile to the drone. This drone is interesting because it has a self-guidance function. Ukrainian military sent several of these drones, which successfully struck the Russian tank. Generally, such projectiles are used for firing RPG-7s. But in modern combat scenarios, it is often attached to an FPV drone due to its small weight, ranging from 2 to 4 kilograms, and its powerful explosive properties. Considering this, the Russians started attaching such nets to the rear of motorcycles. In practice, this is unlikely to help them save lives from the cumulative jet capable of penetrating tank armor. Recently, another modern T-90M tank was spotted and destroyed. After the initial drone strike, the tank veers off the road onto the roadside. After some time, another kamikaze drone attacks it, and then another one. Eventually, after a series of drone attacks on the tank, there is no detonation of the ammunition and no grand destruction. However, the Russians are unlikely to be able to evacuate it for further repair. The Russian tank is moving across an open field, with a Ukrainian drone observing it. Another drone has been dispatched to destroy enemy equipment. It hits the rear of the tank, causing a fire that forces the crew to stop. A decision is made to send another drone, but something goes wrong, and it misses the tank. The operator observing what is happening notices electronic warfare countermeasures, which most likely saved the tank from the second hit. However, the Ukrainian military did not relent and directed a drone, which successfully threw a grenade into the open hatch. It explodes, and the tank starts burning from the inside. Eventually, the fire completely engulfs the tank, and after some time, nothing is left of it. This is a recent attempt at an assault in the Donetsk region, where light armored vehicles with infantry symbolically move past the graveyard. They attempt to bypass the already destroyed infantry vehicle, but encounter a mine and meet the same fate as artillery begins to target them. On the adjacent street nearby, FPV drones are actively targeting another assault group. An attempt to break through to the Ukrainian positions has been thwarted. This tank crew is attempting to retreat. Look at how kamikaze drones hit this Russian tank one after another. In panic, it rotates its turret, but it got lucky. It did not sustain critical damage and did not detonate. However, luck didn't favor the crew in the next video, events of which unfold in the same frontline area. Amidst the fields, there was plenty of work left for the drone operator. The Russians left behind a lot of equipment. The drone selects a target and skillfully tosses a grenade into an open hatch, causing a fire. After some time, as a result, there is such a powerful detonation that it blows it into small pieces. Just watch. Its turret flies up tens of meters high. At the spot where the tank stood, there was nothing left but smoldering pieces of metal. The drone operator throws a grenade at the tank nearby. In this case, the tank's turret remained in place, but the burning process was accompanied by a stunning fireworks display caused by the detonation. In the end, this tank also turned into a charred piece of metal. However, not only military equipment suffers from Ukrainian FPV drones. Machinery without humans is worthless. Also, important targets are communication and surveillance assets. They often become targets for Ukrainian FPV drones, and operators detect and destroy them in various locations. In this video, Russian soldiers were very lucky. The drone hit the fortifications, but didn't detonate. However, such strokes of luck are very rare, so it's more of an exception than the rule. Also, Russian soldiers have problems with assembling ammunition because drones see everything. This video serves as confirmation of those words. Right now, you're seeing a building where Russian military personnel are located, as well as the place where they decided to store ammunition. Without hesitation, the drone was directed towards it. Look at the powerful explosion. There's nothing left of the building. In these shots, a similar situation unfolds, but in a different location. The drone hits the ammunition. The detonation doesn't happen immediately, but look. After some time, the detonation occurs. The roof shatters in different directions, giving the impression as if it's made of cardboard. Ukrainian military discovered a depot of anti-tank mines and immediately dispatched an FPV drone to destroy them. As seen, there wasn't a grand detonation, but the mission was accomplished. By the way, credit should be given to the Russians in this case. They didn't store them directly at their temporary location. By the number of vehicles destroyed by FPV drones, the destruction of heavy machinery predominates for now. However, other types of equipment are also being actively targeted: logistics and various fortifications. Look as the operator skillfully guides the drone into a small crevice, after which the Russian bunker explodes. One of the greatest advantages of FPV drones is their price. For example, this is the Russian multiple rocket launcher system, TOS-1A Solntsepek, which fires thermobaric projectiles. The cost of this installation is $15 million. See what happens to it when it's detected by a Ukrainian FPV drone, which costs $500. It transforms into a fireball, and after detonation, there's nothing left of it. Here's another Russian MLRS moving along the street amidst the rubble of destroyed buildings. The drone strike hits directly on the ammunition load. Judging from the explosion, it was fully stocked. No less important is the task drones perform, destroying disabled vehicles to prevent their evacuation for repair and subsequent redeployment on the battlefield. In this video, 2 Russian tanks with mine-clearing devices detonated on mines during another unsuccessful assault. The first drone hit the right tank, inflicting serious damage. The second drone hit the tank on the left, causing it to catch fire. After some time, this led to the detonation of the ammunition load and the destruction of both tanks. This T-80 tank is firing at the positions of Ukrainian military personnel. Several drones were sent to destroy it, one of which was equipped with a shaped charge projectile. Unfortunately, the detonation did not occur. Another T-72 tank arrived to evacuate it. The drone began to pursue them and struck the engine of the leading tank, forcing them to stop. The crew abandoned the vehicle. Then there was another series of strikes, resulting in one tank catching fire, and after some time, it was completely destroyed. This is the forest in the Luhansk region. Aerial reconnaissance hit an armored infantry vehicle with an FPV drone, while an enemy tank equipped with electronic warfare capabilities detonated on a mine laid by sappers. The equipment was targeted with FPV strikes, loaded with ammunition, enabling it to effectively seize and clear this area of electronic warfare interference. Ukrainian FPV